I have spent the last 30 years of my life helping ordinary people with ordinary incomes, become financially free. And the last 20 years, I've spent helping people become automatic millionaires. So I love to teach anyone at any income level, minimum wage, living paycheck to paycheck. You might be in debt, you might be struggling. I've taught millions of people how they can improve their life financially. That's what I've been dedicated to. And I've spent 33 years total in the financial service industry.
And is this conversation just for people that are in their 20s, or is it applicable to everybody at every age?
It's applicable to everybody at every age, because whatever your age is, look, Stephen, so many people are living paycheck to paycheck right now. In this country, what's happening right now is that 7 out of 10 people are being left behind financially. 7 out of 10 people right now are living paycheck to paycheck. When you go into looking at finances in America today, half of Americans can't get their hands on $1,000 in case of emergency purposes. And my biggest fear, why I updated this book and why I decided to come back out one more time and do another financial literacy campaign, is I'm afraid people are being left behind. I think with AI right now, the next 10 years is going to be the greatest opportunity to build wealth in our lifetime. That's the good news. The bad news is a lot of people are being left behind. My goal today, next hour, is very simple. I want to give you the system on how to become an automatic millionaire at any age level, at any income level. But what I'm going to teach you is how to put your financial life on autopilot in less than 10 minutes. Because when your financial life is automatic, your habits work automatically. And an automatic financial life doesn't require discipline, doesn't require a budget, and you don't have to make a lot of money to get started.
Why should people be taking advice from you on this subject matter? What have you done in those 33 years?
I've been doing this my entire life, right? So if you go all the way back, I started investing at the age of 7. And how that happened is I had a grandmother, amazing grandmother. Her name was Grandma Rose. At 30, she made a decision that changed the whole destiny of our family. And the decision she made was she didn't want to be poor anymore. And at 30, on a very cold day, on her birthday, she turned to my grandfather and she said, "We don't have any money. We're living paycheck to paycheck, and I don't want to retire here. I want to go to California. I want to be where it's warm." And my grandfather said, "Well, what do you want to do about it?" And she's like, "We need to change what we're doing or nothing will change." And so my grandmother started saving 50 cents a week out of her paycheck. So 50 cents each, because they were like middle-class people, right? Didn't have a college education. My grandfather worked in a plant. My grandmother worked in retail. But she started saving small amounts of money. And over her lifetime, she became an investor and she became a self-made millionaire. My first book, which you have sitting over here, was a book called Smart Women Finish Rich. It was the lessons that my grandmother taught me. So at 7, my grandmother took me to McDonald's and she taught me a lesson that would change my life. She said, "David, you're sitting here eating McDonald's and cheeseburgers and your French fries and your milkshake." She said, "I'm going to teach you today how to be rich for real. You like to play Monopoly? Here's my lesson today." She said, "There's 3 types of people. Those like you who are here eating right now, you're what's called a consumer." She said, "The people over there who have been working, they're called employees. And they've been working for minimum wage. And that's a very hard way to live." She said, at the time they made 85 cents an hour. And she said, "The third type of person is the person who owns this place. They're called an investor." And she said, "Today I'm going to teach you how to buy stock in McDonald's, so that when you come to McDonald's, you'll make money from everybody who's here. When your friends come to McDonald's, you'll make money from them, and you'll be an owner of McDonald's." And she took me down to a brokerage firm, helped me buy my first share of stock in McDonald's. That moment changed my life, because what she made me realize is like everything that we do, I'm 7 years old, everything that we do, there's an opportunity to be an investor and own that. So like at 9 years old, I'm at Disney. I'm like, "Hey, Mickey Mouse, are you public?" So I was like not a normal kid in that way because I started investing at a young age. But then I made a lot of mistakes. Then I went to college. Then I got myself in credit card debt. Then I believed all the myths that young people often believe. I believed I couldn't really invest a lot until I made a lot of money. So in my early 20s, I was making money, but spending everything. So I went from making nothing to making $50,000 a year, and I'm still broke. I'm like, well, it's not enough money. So I went to $75,000 a year. Still broke, spending more. Then I got to $100,000 a year in income. A lot of money, right? In my 20s. Oh my God, I'm rich.